Hello again, YouTube. Um, Hopefully everyone's having a good day. I was debating back and forth on what to do today's video about, and the more I thought about it, uh, the more important I thought it was to talk about I guess, some of the non-glamorous sides to losing weight. Because everyone has this idea in their head that when they lose weight, they're gonna, look great. Yeah, you're gonna feel great. You're gonna feel a lot better. But then you're gonna look, phenomenal, and everything's just gonna be peachy keen all the time. That's not exactly how it works. Um, One of the biggest things that that I deal with, and I'm having the most problem with, is loose skin. When you have a rapid weight loss, uh, your skin can't always bounce back right away. I mean, it bounces back some. It tries, but um, it's not gonna bounce back to where everything's perfect. Not when you lose rapidly like I have, because I've been losing at least 10 pounds a week, a month, at least. Um, Sometimes more. I've lost. I think the top I've lost was 24 pounds in a month. So when you're losing that fast, your body doesn't have time to adjust to losing. So you end up with a bunch of loose skin. Uh, and it's frustrating sometimes because having loose skin, one, it's kind of painful sometimes as a reminder of how big you were. That's one thing. And then two, it makes you feel bigger than you actually are. Still. Because it's just hanging there. I mean, you'd probably be, I know for a fact that I would fit into a smaller pair of pants if it weren't for my abdomen. I have a lot of loose skin on my abdomen. I have a lot of loose skin on my arms, my stomach, my upper towards my stomach, and all the way around my waist, even towards the back. That whole abdomen, that whole abdomen all the way around, is loose skin, and then my thighs and things like that. I'd like to guesstimate that I've got at least 40 pounds of loose skin on me. So that's hard to deal with, because like when you're dealing with loose skin and things like that, you feel like you're just kind of deflated. Not like you not so much like you shrunk, which is why you want to feel. You just feel like you're kind of deflated, which is how I feel a lot of the time. It's embarrassing to deal with. Like, you don't want anyone to see that. Like, I go back and forth between, if I'm having a good self-image day, I'll wear sleeveless shirts to the gym and stuff like that, and I'll rock my loose skin, my arms. They're loose and they're hanging there, but I earned that. I earned every bit of that loose skin, and I had to work hard to get it too. So sometimes I have days where I'm okay and things like that, but then there are other days in different situations. Like, I can imagine, I haven't been completely in this situation yet, but I'm talking with when you're with other people who could see your loose skin, and that would be kind of, you don't want that sometimes. It can be a little embarrassing. I don't know how I'm going to feel about shorts this summer. Like, I'm already kind of stressing out about summer and the spring. Because as soon as it turns... Like, I'm from Indiana. And I'll tell you, we have such weird weather here that as soon as it turns like 60 degrees outside, people are like, yay, shorts. Shorts weather, we're not, where it's cold all the time. So like in the south, you get 60 degrees and people are bundling up. Like, we're in shorts at 60 and 70 degrees here. So for some people, so, and this is the way it was last year for me. I was falling out of my clothes last winter. So when springtime came, it's March and April, and I'm buying shorts, and I'm wearing shorts and freezing my ass off because the weather didn't warm up quite as much as it should have by those months last year. I'm not looking forward to that happening again this year. It probably will. Because if you can't... I'm not going to buy more warm clothes in a smaller size if I'm getting ready to need shorts and stuff, so... But going back to the loose skin thing, talking about shorts, my upper legs are pretty bad. I kind of equate my upper legs to a Shar-Pei. Really, 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 really wrinkly and foldy. Like, it's gotten to the point, even like where my knee is, the skin's starting to kind of fold over if I stand up when I stand up. So, and another thing to talk about with loose skin is the frustration, like, and I'm dealing with this right now. I've talked to, I just in passing mentioned the loose skin and stuff to the nurse, and I don't know if it's just from her experience with other patients and things like that. This is the bariatric nurse. She goes, well, the insurance will pay for you to remove the skin off your stomach. And that's probably about it. And that's frustrating, which means I'm going to either have to save or crowdfund the rest. Well, I'm disabled, so saving's a little hard. So I probably have to crowdfund any money that I need for skin removal surgery. And that's frustrating. And then I have to wait. That's another thing. You gotta wait till your weight is stable before you have that stuff removed. So even though I'm so frustrated with it now, my doctor's like, after surgery, after I have weight loss surgery, which I haven't even had yet, I have to wait like 18 months before he'll, is okay with, skin removal surgery. So I'm like, it's frustrating. Because I'm tired of dealing with it already. But so that's like a big thing I wanted to talk about was the skin for a lot of different reasons, because I don't think people realize what rapid weight loss does. And everyone, especially if you're getting real gung-ho about your weight loss, and everyone wants it off fast as humanly possible. I think part of that comes from being where a lot of us are, I think, ashamed that we let ourselves get that bad. I know I am. And so then when we start to get the weight off, we want to get it off as fast as humanly possible, so we don't have to think about it anymore. We want to get small again and not have to worry about it, and not deal with it anymore, and not have to think about it. And that's not how that works. One, I've lost my weight at a really rapid pace, and I want to say I don't recommend that to anybody, because even though it was important for me to do it, because I had so many health problems, and the doctors haven't said anything, my doctors and the nurses haven't said anything about how fast I lost it. So, affecting me. I mean, I have had a couple medical problems. Maybe I'll talk about that a little more in the video in a minute. So, other things that kind of come up with weight loss medically. But losing it so fast, you shouldn't really lose it that fast. You're supposed to lose like 2 pounds a week. I was losing upwards of 3 or 4. You know, and sometimes more, depending on what was going on at the time, or how my diet was going, or how my body was responding to my diet. Excuse me. So loose skin is a big deal, because I think that's part of the reason why they tell you not to lose it so fast, because there's medical repercussions to losing weight really, really fast. So people, if you're trying to lose weight, and you're watching this, and I mean, if I wasn't wearing, like, let's see if I won't, without pulling my shirt up, this is all loose skin, like all of this. I can fold this over. I can try. Let me see if I can, just to give you an idea of just how bad it gets. Yeah, that's all loose. That's all just loose skin sitting there. This is what you don't want to have happen. This, if you can help it, you can't always control what your weight loss is going to do. That's just all deflated. That's just all deflated. Like, I could fold it, I could just grab it and fold it back. So my arm is probably more about that big, as opposed to that. That's another reason why you don't want to lose it too fast, if you can help it. But it's also the reality for people who do lose weight fast. That is the reality of it. And like I said, my abdomen's worse than that. It's just kind of hanging there. And people probably wonder why I'm okay with talking about this. Probably like, that's kind of a personal thing to talk about, skin. But honestly, if I want to encourage people to lose weight, or be an inspiration to people to lose weight, you need to know the good, the bad, and the ugly. Other medical stuff, like I was talking about earlier, other medical stuff that I've had problems with, I've had to change my glasses a few times in the last year. Just new lenses, because rapid weight loss has affected my vision. That's what my eye doctor said, because I kept having to go back to him because you've lost so much weight so fast. And it probably plays into the difference between my blood pressure, too, because I've lost so much weight and I don't have high blood pressure anymore. So that probably affected my vision a little bit too, with the blood pressure being normalized now. So, yeah, there's that. I'm trying to think, is there anything else that I've dealt with? Well, the blood pressure in and of itself. Like, if you have high blood pressure and you're losing weight, keep taking your medication. Yeah, you gotta keep taking your medication until you find out that it's if it's gotten better or whatever. But my way of finding out that my blood pressure was better, as I started getting sick, I was dizzy constantly and had headaches all the time, and I'm like, what is wrong? I'm like, why is... I used to get that problem when I first, found out I had high blood pressure. It wasn't even as bad as it was this time, a couple months ago. And I'm like, why in the hell am I feeling like crap? And went to the doctor, because I was getting dizzy, almost falling over sometimes, and that was scary for me in the gym too, because I'd be on the treadmill, and when I was still using the treadmill before my knee surgery, and I'd be dizzy, and I'm like, I don't understand. And I went in and talked to my doctor. She goes, yeah, you're still taking your blood pressure medication, right? I'm like, yeah. She goes, right now, you're done. Stop taking it. She goes, I'm pretty sure that's what it is. So she goes, we tested it for a month. You know, I went 4 weeks off my blood pressure medication, went in to see her again and to check it again. My blood pressure was fine after 4 weeks of no medication, and the headaches had stopped, and the dizziness had stopped. So another thing, if you have high blood pressure or, you know, medical problems like that, I'm assuming it would be kind of similar with sugar, with diabetes and things like that. If you start to feel weird, like you start to feel worse, like you're pretty sure you should feel better because you're losing weight and things like that, but you're starting to feel worse for some reason, go talk to your doctor. Because if you have like a weird condition like blood pressure or whatever, I'm assuming it might be similar with blood sugar, where you're taking medication for it, but you don't need it anymore, you're going to feel like crap. You know, because you're taking medication you don't need. So it's a matter of dealing with that and getting off of that. But always be, yeah, that's when you're losing weight, you got to be real mindful of your body. Not only for the sake of losing weight, and you know, recognizing changes in your body physically, but as far as the weight's concerned, but also for any conditions you have that you need to watch out for. So I think that's what I wanted to talk about today. Sorry I didn't do a video yesterday. I was kind of busy just doing a bunch of stuff. I had a bunch of stuff going on yesterday. I try never to miss more than one day at a time. And I think, even though I said I hadn't done it yet, I think, I know I said I was going to do it, and I really wanted to do the loose skin stuff because that was really weighing on my mind. But I think tomorrow's video, to give you a little heads up, is definitely going to be about social eating and socialization of food and how to deal with when you're trying to lose weight and you're around people that, you know, are around food all the time and socializing with other people and being around food and how to deal with that. And it's a very strange. I'm dealing with it a little more so now because certain situations. So I'm definitely talking about that tomorrow. So that's all for today, and hope everyone has a good day. And if you are first tuning in, please subscribe because I do these videos all the time. Alright, see you guys soon.